Hey, what's up guys? You're watching DIY Dozer. Welcome back to the channel, and on today's episode we're going to discuss my 2020 GMC Sierra 2500 Denali HD. Okay, so let's get right into it, and we'll skip past some of the fluff. We'll call it fluff. You've seen the vehicles I've had in the past. You've seen I like toys. I like to have cool stuff. You know, I like to put money in my vehicles. It is what it is. You used to see a police car in the driveway. I was a police officer for a while. I took an early retirement. I opened a business. It snowballed on me, so I went out on my own. Anyway, almost 3 years ago, I bought this GMC 2500 HD you see sitting behind me here. I didn't make any posts on it. I just I bought it. It was a business tax expense, and I've had it since. But along the way, as things are needed, I've decided to go ahead and dump some money into it. So anyway, I'll post a picture right here. This is what the truck looked like when I purchased it a little over 3 years ago. And currently, this is my 2020 Denali HD. So when I got it, it was a little bit low. They didn't offer many lift kits at the time when I got it. I wanted to put a small lift on it. I was looking for like 3 inches, something like that, and I probably would have ran with 35s. But unfortunately, when it first came out, there was only a 6.5 inch lift. There wasn't a level kit out yet. There wasn't really a whole lot out for it at all. You had a McGoey's or McGoffey's, whatever you want to call it. They had a 10-inch lift, and then we had the BDS 6.5 inch lift. So that's what I did. I went with the BDS 6.5 inch lift. You see right there, it says BDS. And I got the Fox shock upgrade, so it's got the Fox shocks on it. And at the same time, I went ahead and bought some TIS off-road wheels. Those are 22 by 12s, and I put some 37-inch tires on it. Those are 37 by 1350. Those are Toyo Open Country tires. Let's talk a little bit about this truck. So it has not been so reliable. I mean, immediately, right after I bought it, I got a check engine light. I had a DPF failure on it. It had 30,000 miles, DPF failure, and it was under warranty. The dealership took the truck. They kept it for 1 month. Didn't provide me a loaner, didn't have any support, nothing. You're on your own. It's an expensive payment. If you guys know what these trucks cost, I mean, it's a lot. So to be spending over $1,000 a month, $1,100 a month on a payment for a vehicle just to not have it for an entire month, you know, I was a little bit bitter with GM. So dropped it off. They had to order parts from Michigan, and they replaced the entire DPF system and under the factory warranty. So my factory warranty ran out at 60,000 miles, and then I had an aftermarket extended warranty that goes to 100,000 miles. So from 60,000 to 100,000, the DPF is called a wear part. It's no longer a full bumper to bumper, everything covered warranty. After I got the DPF fixed, I drove the truck for another month or two. Check engine light came on. It was some fan clutch sensor or something like that. I can't remember what it was. And then a couple weeks later, I had another check engine light. This time it was a transmission control module issue, needed to be retuned. Of course, the dealership charged me for that. So, you know, we got that fixed, and then a couple months later, I had another check engine light again. It was, you know, something that they couldn't figure out, so they just reset it, and then I had a check engine light again, and the last time I had a check engine light, it was another DPF failure. It was, I think they called it the catalyst oxidizer. I had 62 or 65,000 miles or something like that, and GM said, nope, sorry, this is a wear part. You got to pay us $3,300 to replace your catalyst oxidizer. And I said, kick rocks. So I took my truck down to a local shop, and we went ahead and put the Whirly intake on it. I went with up pipes, down pipes, turbo elbow, 5-inch turbo back exhaust, 5-switch on the fly, HP tuners, and the full, you know, obviously the full delete. So woke the truck up. Truck was powerful, awesome. You know, I loved it. It turns heads, it sounds good, it gets down the road good. So, you know, also after that was done, I wanted to get some other stuff done to the truck, you know, but I try to be conservative because I do drive this truck for work, and I don't need customers looking at me and thinking I'm being too flashy or something else. So I try to be conservative. I went ahead and got the Amp Research XL bars. So as you see, those are the XLs. They're a little bit longer than normal. My wife is not super tall, and she wanted to be able to get in there without having any issues. And that's good and low. I mean, it comes down perfect. The other amp bars, the regular ones, they come down to about right there. It's about a 2-inch difference. So these come down further to accommodate that long step to step up into the truck. So it's not a big step. You know, you see I'm not even stepping high, just putting my leg up. But so yeah, there's that. Ceramic tint all the way around on the truck. Still has the factory stereo for right now, but I will be upgrading that. So I decided that because I was kind of diving off so far into what I'm about to do, which is retire this truck from being my daily driver, I would go ahead and share. So the other day I was driving my truck and somebody ran into me. They merged on me. They clipped the front bumper right here. A little bit of damage there. And they got 2 little nicks in the wheel. One nick is right there. There's the other nick right there. Yeah, so it wasn't super crazy or anything like that. But what I did was I went ahead and filed an insurance claim, and the insurance company has agreed to pay for a few items to take care of, you know, the front bumper, the labor, the repaint, whatever else. So they're cutting a check for like $2,400. And I said, okay, well, if I'm going to replace the front bumper, I might as well do something that I think is cool that I want to do to my truck. So I hopped online to Move. Checked out their website. I decided to go ahead and order the classic front bumper and the classic rear bumper. They should be here tomorrow. I will be getting those welded up. I'll show you the process with it. I'm also going to get them powder coated. It's going to have a 30-inch LED hole for a light bar across here, and it's going to have 2 pods in the front here and 2 pods over here in the front. The back one is going to have 2 pods as well. So those are going to get done. I'm going to go ahead and get the body shop to color match. We're going to color match this grill bezel that runs around the bottom here and all the way back up to here. And I may do this on my own. I ordered another one because a piece of metal hit me on the interstate about a year ago, and I never did fix this, but I ordered this piece as well. I'm going to get that color matched. Cab lights, I have those on the way. I'm going to get cab lights color matched. They're going to be from Boost Auto. I'm not sure where they're from. I'll update it when I get them here. But they're going to be LED thin line painted to match. We're going to go ahead and paint the mirrors to match. We're going to upgrade these from amber to white to amber switchbacks. We're going to keep the spotlights, clear lenses. This is going to be painted to match. Fender flares. So these are actually here in the box right there. I will be putting those on the truck. Also, paint those to match. I also got clear lenses with a nice LED light strip across there. That will be going on here as well. These side steps, these are the only steps that are going to be needed to be painted because the back bumper is going away. But these are going to be color matched as well around the housing. We're going to leave this black because I still might step on it. I don't want to tear the paint up. This plastic bezel on the tailgate is going to get color matched as well. The tail lights are going to be replaced with Recon tail lights. We're going to bake them, bust them open, paint them, color match them on the inside, put them all back together and in here. Third brake light is going to get done as well. And finally, I forgot to mention, we are also going to be doing the front headlight. I'm going to tear this thing apart. I'm going to bake it, paint the inside of it to match and everything. Take this amber lens out of here. I'm going to put a clear lens inside there. And then this is amber when it turns on as a blinker. I'm going to make this a switchback LED. It will be white, and then it'll stay on white like a running light. And then whenever you hit the turn signal, it'll blink amber. So yeah, a lot getting done here. There's going to be individual episodes, videos to cover each part of the process. So the transmission isn't super strong in this truck. About a year ago driving it, I was feeling a little clunk in it. So like whenever I hit the gas from a dead stop, I start to roll forward and I just feel a little clunk, just a little bump in the back. It's very light. You got to pay attention to feel it. It started with just one, around 5-10 miles an hour coming out of first gear. I just feel a little bump. It's not while it's shifting, it is in first gear and it would give that little bump. Over the course of the past year I've been driving it, it's been getting gradually worse. So now I've got about, it'll do 3 or 4 little bumps. So it'll, just, you start hitting the gas and you're taking off and it'll go bump, 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 something like that. You won't hear it. you'll feel it. It's just a light bump. So anyway, I got a little concerned about it. So 6 months ago, I contacted PPEI. I got the transmission tune, which is a waste of money. I don't recommend doing that at all. The truck shifted great. It ran good. I had no issues with it. Before that, it would get down on the interstate. You know, if you need to pass cars, whatever, you hit the gas, this thing would roll. After the PPEI tune, I lost acceleration. I was going to do a review on it. I left them a review on their website. I sent them an email. I didn't like it. They said there was nothing wrong with it. I'm telling you, there was. It did not drive like it did before. I could just take the tune out of the truck and put it back, you know, to what it was at, you know, but I don't want to mess with it. I'm not a fan of messing with the laptop and doing the HP tuners and stuff like that. I don't do all that. I had to have their technical support. The program did not go in the way they describe on their website. The PPEI transmission tune has instructions with it on their website. It did not function or install the same way as their directions stated. I had to contact them. They were scratching their heads. They couldn't figure it out, and finally they did. It was just kind of a mess. So anyway, it does have the transmission tune, so the credits are in there. It can be upgraded or changed or whatever. So now that the transmission is giving me some issues, as soon as I get this truck done with the exterior paint stuff in the body shop, I'm going to let the body shop do some of the work, and I'm going to do a lot of the other stuff. And I'm going to share videos with you guys so you can follow along and see what I got going on. Folks who've been following me for a while, they know that I have a paint booth in my garage. I built it to paint a motorcycle, and then I disassembled it. I still have the air set up. I might not put a whole booth back in there again, you know, or put it back together and put it in there again, but I'll probably put some drop cloth in there and just paint some things that I feel like I want to tackle. I don't want to do everything. The body shop's getting $2,400 from the insurance company, so I have to let them do something. So I'm going to let them eat up $2,400 in the harder things. So I'll probably let them get the mirrors, like I said. I'll probably let them get this front grill bezel piece here, and I'll probably let them get the side steps on the truck. But everything else I'll do myself. This is pretty easy to sand. You know, the cab lights are pretty easy. I might let them do the cab lights. I don't know. I'm waiting on their response to give me a quote so I know exactly how much I'm looking at that I can eat up with them. And then I'll do the rest myself and share it all with you. Once it gets out of the body shop, the truck is going to go to the transmission shop. We're going to get the transmission built. I already know I'm looking at $12,000 to $15,000. So we'll get some stuff done to the transmission so that we could turn it up. And then the sky's the limit from there. So I don't want to call this an official first episode of a build. It's beyond due. It should have been done 8 months ago. Business takes a lot of my time, and my priorities just were not producing YouTube videos. But hey, I figured since I'm at it, doing my bathroom renovation right now, I'm trying to cover that and share that with folks. I will go ahead and step off and try to do a little bit of videoing on this truck. Bomb drop. I have another truck. I haven't let anybody on YouTube know about it yet. My friends on Facebook know about it. I've had it for a little over a year and a half. SS Silverado with a 408 stroker and a big turbo. Big power truck, all-wheel drive, beautiful, fun to drive, beats up on a lot of street cars. There will be another video dedicated to showing you this truck when it comes back from the shop. It's getting the 4th transmission put in it in a year right now. So when that is done, I will share that with you guys. Stick around, stay tuned, see what we get involved in. Next video is going to be interesting. You're watching DIY Dozier. Share the knowledge, share the passion, share the skill. Do it yourself.